Hello everybody, this is Gizem White with ATADC, American Turkish Association of Washington, D.C. We've been doing this Turkish Gastronomy series virtually to bring Turkish cuisine to your home. And today I have a very special guest from Ankara, Turkey. His name is Tolgar Mireli. We are so proud of him. He's been representing Turkey internationally. He has traveled the world quite a lot, so he will be sharing his experiences, a special recipe with us today. So let's hear from him. Please, Tolgar, can you introduce yourself to our audience, and can you please share your insights and your goals for the future?
Yeah, sure. Hi to everyone firstly. My name is Tolgar Mireli, and I studied in Germany, Tourism Management and Gastronomy. And after that, I worked. My first job experience was in Germany, Hamburg, in a one Michelin star restaurant, which name was Le Canard du Beau. It was a real nice French cuisine restaurant. And after this restaurant, I go to Dubai, Burj Al Arab, and I worked there for 2 years in Al Muntaha restaurant, and I also worked there with a 2 Michelin star chef. For me, it was a really very nice experience, I can say. I really see lots of things. I really learn lots of things for cooking and for gastronomy, I can say. And after this one, I went to Austria and I worked there with the world's best chef, whose name is Johanna Maya. And I worked with her for 1.5 years. And this was also a very good experience for me because in the kitchen, you need to be really disciplined and you need to check everything nicely. And when you work with a human, it's really affect very, very nicely, I can say. It was really good experience for me as well. And after this one, after Austria, I went to Switzerland, in Geneva. I worked there in Vertigo restaurant with 2 Michelin star again. And this restaurant was a seafood restaurant, very classic and very nice one. And after this one, I went to London. I worked there in Le Gavroche, and at that time this restaurant has like 3 stars, and it was also a very nice experience for me. And after Le Gavroche, I went to America in San Francisco. Was also a very nice experience for me.
Which year was that?
It was like around, I think, 5 years ago.
Okay.
And I worked there in San Francisco with Gary Danko, Chef Gary Danko. He's also a very popular chef in America. And also hi to him, I can say. And after Gary Danko, I went to Germany and I worked there with one of the Europe's popular television chef, Johann Lafer. And I worked there as his sous chef for 1.5 years again. And this was also a very nice experience for me. And 3 years ago, I come back to Turkey, and one time one day in a week, I'm flying to Cyprus in Eastern Mediterranean University. I'm working there like a chef instructor. And I also have a restaurant in Ankara where we are now.
We'll talk about that too.
And I have also one television program in Turkey. It's also one time in a week. I'm also cooking there, and I'm teaching what I know, what I learned. And
that's an incredible story. You learned from the best, obviously, and then now you're creating your own design, and innovative way of cooking. So, can you tell us what did you envision when you started this restaurant? It's called
Paragastro-Teka.
So, what exactly it's representing? Which cuisine?
Actually, I love the French cuisine. I can say the Nouveau cuisine. I love it. But here, what I'm doing, I also have some twists of Turkey, some twists of Mediterranean twists. I can say it means I'm combining the foods. For example, I'm taking the Italian technique risotto, but I'm cooking the barley with it. We have one food in Turkey called Keskek. They are also crushing the barley when they cook it. It's not the real Keskek, but it's also not the real risotto. But I'm giving some twists inside, some touch inside to show also the Turkish cuisine, or to show also the Turkish tastes.
So it's kind of like a fusion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when did you start this restaurant?
This restaurant this month it becomes like the first year. Actually we started very well. It goes very nicely, but because of the corona, all the world, it's a very hard period for us.
Right.
But I hope all the world and us will be.
Definitely. We are all in this together.
Yeah.
So hopefully everything will be fine. But I would like to ask you. So as a prominent chef, who traveled the world, who really experienced like different type of cuisines. Are you like training, students or other, chefs? And what do you exactly suggest to become a person leading chef in the world? Because when you see there are so many successful Turkish chefs, right? But you don't exactly see them in the international arena. There are few examples, and I know you were also invited to a very popular, right, TV show, which you couldn't make it unfortunately. But I mean, what would you suggest for the younger generation of chefs?
Now, I mean, to become a chef or to studying this gastronomy, it's very popular in Turkey, also in the world, but now really like the last 5 years become very popular. And everyone thinks it's a very easy job, you just come, you cook, you go, but in the end it's not like this, because in the end it's not just to cook the thing. I mean, the whole day, like we are working here like 14, 15 hours. And where I worked before, also in Europe, also in America, it was all the same, like very long hours there. And in the end of the day, you become really, really tired. That's why what I can say, it's not just cooking, or it's not just you love to cook, that's why I become to chef. I mean, in the end, it's really, really hard. But if you love it, you never think it's my job. I do it like a hobby. And I feel me really so happy in the kitchen. I'm coming in the morning around 9 and I'm going around 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock at night. But I really like it. I don't feel like I become tired or I bored. And the good thing is here, I can say, how I said in the beginning of the conservation, I'm going one time in a day to Cyprus to educate the students.
Really
and it's so nice. We're gonna do the food, I mean, after this talk.
We'll have a cooking demonstration as well.
And all my kitchen stuffs is my students for the last 3 years. I mean, I don't have any professional. I mean, they are professional.
You train them.
Yeah, and they start in my kitchen. Of course, they did before trainees, some stars, internships. But the good thing, we do everything together. And I also like to show what I learned, what I can. Because when I worked in this restaurants, which I said, I really have too many respect for all my chefs. But for me, it was not really so easy what I'm doing now here. Because I show everything, I teach all the small details, but when I was there, no one really comes and show me the details. I just look, I just check, and then maybe 3 times, 4 times, 5 times I try, and then maybe I can do it.
That sounds a lot of work.
But the thing here, I just show them everything, and that's why I really like it. We are like sisters and brothers in the kitchen. It's really important, I think, for the kitchen environment. But for the young chefs who want to become the chef, my suggestion, I can say, they need to really work hard. And in the end of the day, because also when the guys come here in my kitchen, I don't put them directly in the stations, or I don't put them directly in the pass. Maybe they are telling, I did like this before, but I'm telling the first thing, you go to the dishwash and you have to dishwashing for 1 week or 2 weeks. Because in the end, they can organize themselves they're better, and when they come to the stations, they can organize themselves better, and they learn it actually from the dishwash section, I can say.
Yes, really interesting approach. So can you also tell us a little bit about your TV show in Turkey?
Yeah, I have also a TV show in Turkey. It's like 3 times in a week it comes the new series, and I'm cooking like international foods, but not just recipes and I'm not just giving the recipes, I also show all the details, all the techniques, all the things, all the reactions, what the meat or what the vegetable has in the pan or in the pot. It's also,
are you mostly focusing on Turkish cuisine or also different world cuisines?
Actually, how I said, I really like the French cuisine. I mean, I love the modern European cuisine. But I also give some touch from Turkey. I also give some touch from Asia. I really try to do it like a really, really fusion.
So speaking of like different cuisines, Turkish cuisine is one of the world's richest cuisines.
Definitely.
What else we can do to promote it, globally? Do you have any suggestions to, like Turkish people abroad? Because it's such a rich and diverse cuisine, influenced by so many different cultures, but at the same time, it's not exactly well known
I think the government needs to promote it more. I can say maybe in United States, in Europe, in some cities, in the big cities in the world, maybe they can arrange some things like to show the Turkish food. Actually, I mean they are also doing. I'm not telling they are not doing because like 2 times with the Turkish Airlines sponsor, I went to Bangkok and I do there like the Turkish cuisine like for 3 days. It was like 2 nights, like really fine dining Turkish cuisine, and 1 day we did workshop, and it was really so nice because with the Thailand, with the how can I say, the ladies from Thailand after the workshop, still maybe for 3 months, 4 months, we did karnıyarık, the stuffed eggplant, and they are also doing it at their home, and they are sending me the videos, they are sending me the pictures, it's good or not. I think not just going there and maybe give the food them, also to taste, and also I think when you teach them, maybe I teach for one and the other one shows the other one, and then it comes like a chain.
Yes, word of mouth, exactly. So when did you go to San Francisco again? Was it 2015?
I think so, yeah. 2014, 2015.
So what was your favorite cuisine? Because I know San Francisco is like incredible restaurant, right? Style. What was your favorite when you were there?
I mean, Thomas Keller, he's like the god, I can say. The French Laundry, the Per Se is really, really nice restaurants. But how I said, the Geridenko is also one of the best restaurants in San Francisco. That's why I want to say I love Geridenko, I can say.
Okay, that's good to know. And what is your favorite dish?
Actually, it's not the first time I get the question. My favorite dish is pasta, I can say.
Really?
And actually, really, I can say it's spaghetti bolognese. I really love it. But I love fish. I mean, I love like slow cooked braised meat or lamb or veal. But actually, I love everything.
So last question: where do you see yourself in like 5-10 years? I mean, you have the successful career obviously, but what else would you like to do? What do you have in mind?
I mean, I still want to cook. I still want to cook in the kitchen. I mean, I love to be in the kitchen. But the thing is, the guys who work with me or the guys who I teach in the university, in the end, I want to see them in the nice positions all over the world. And I want to show and I want to teach what I learned till that time. I also want to give them to the students and the guys who want to become a good chef in the future.
So you would like to also kind of inspire them in a way. Congratulations, happy anniversary. It was a great pleasure speaking with you and learning about your journey.
Thank you very much.
He was telling me, he's going to show us a special cooking demonstration in his kitchen. So let's go there to the kitchen and let's hear about the special recipe.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us, and I also would like to extend our thanks to World Turkish Business Council for connecting us with Tolgar. I know we're heading to the kitchen now, so can you tell us about your special recipe a little bit?
Sure. First, thank you for having me as well, and thank you very much. We're gonna do a lamb loin, a deboned lamb loin. Actually, I'm cooking it for 36 hours. It's actually already ready.
That's a long time.
But when we are in the kitchen, I will tell all the details. And we're gonna do next to it the barley, the Turkish dish keskek, but which I'm cooking like the risotto style. And I have some quince inside to give the freshness. And next to it, in Turkey we like to eat the foods with compote, with the fruits. That's why I also have like a quince compote. But I put it on a puff pastry, it becomes like a tataten. And like cumin, orange, in orange juice I cook the carrots with cumin. It means we also have the nice cumin taste, the Turkey's one of the nice spice I can say. Yeah, let's go and cook it.
We can't wait, let's go.
Yeah. Again, and welcome to my kitchen, and we start doing the dish. Let's go to next to the Osman, and we can cook the barley. Yeah. Let's do the barley first. I have a bit of olive oil inside my skillet. One garlic clove. A bit of diced onions. and I try to spread it down nicely. A small touch of the salt. Spatula varsa alabilir miyim? I really try to sweat it down, not in a high heat. And after a bit of the smell of the garlic and onion comes out, I add my carrots. Nice cubes. And my celery. And I try to sweat it down again. I don't want to give too much color on it. And we are soaking the barley for one night. And I strain it. How I said, I will cook it like a risotto, like the risotto technique. That's why I don't want to sweat it down also too much. A bit of the smells comes out. I add the barley inside. Actually, this is the sound what you want to hear. Again, a touch of the salt. Bir parça kekik dal alabilir miyim? In a piece of thyme. And then it will also give a nice smell and nice aroma. Yes. I sweat it down a bit. And we're gonna do the lamb. How I said, actually it's a lamb loin, a deboned lamb loin. The whole lamb loin, I give the taste with garlic, some ginger inside, some paprika and some cumin. And I rub it nicely and I sear it, but not in a very high temperature. After that, I'm gonna roll it and I put it in a sous vide machine. I will also show the machine. It takes like around 36 hours to cook. It becomes really soft. You don't have the smell of the lamb. You take the smell of the ginger, the smell of the garlic, the smell of the cumin. It will be very nice. I'm gonna show it to you. I add a bit of white wine to give a nice acidity, and I try to reduce the wine. After I reduce the wine, I'm gonna add the stock, and I let it to cook slowly. Almost ready. I add a nice stock inside. Yes. And I let it cook slow down. And we can do the meat now, the lamb. And this is the end of the shape of the lamb loin. I mean, I cook it before because I said it takes like 36 hours. I portion it nicely, I vacuum it. And this is the machine, the sous vide machine. Actually, I cook the lamb inside for 36 hours. And I will put it inside to make it a bit hot. And in the end, I'm gonna start to nappe it with the own jus for the lamb. And actually, I also put some. Actually, I'm doing the jus de menthe, like a jus with the flavor of the mint, and yeah. Actually, we are cutting now the mint for the jus de menthe, like chiffonade mint, and this one gives the taste actually nicely, like fresh. And after that, I'm putting in the jus to glaze it nicely. Nice 2 cubes of butter. I have the quince here. I'm cooking it in a port wine. And the puff pastry. A bit of a sour cream on it. And the quince on it. Actually, this is the compote effect, I can say, which we love in Turkey to eat. The barley is ready. I have also some dates inside, and I have also some fresh quince inside to give the freshness. alabilirim. Ayrışmasın lütfen. And the small tatatens, one here. The other one on the opposite side. The carrots. Sarımsağı da alayım. Perfect lamb next to it. The confit garlic. Ekşi roman alayım hızlı. And a künefe yogurt on it. We also like to eat the dish with yogurt in Turkey. Oops. And some mint leaves. Pardon. Yes. Jus aldım. And the jus de menthe on the top. Yeah, this is the dish. I hope you're gonna like it. Thank you very much.